Yo, salutare oameni buni și buni, bine v-am regăsit la un nou episod din seria mea la L.A Noire. Nu uitați să apăsați butonul de like, să strângem cât mai multe like-uri la acest episod nou și de asemenea nu uitați să vă abonați, apăsând pe clopoțel pentru a vedea cele noi episoade din seriile voastre preferate. Oh shit, încă o anti-bețivană? Și încă un killer care se uită la ea după tren. Să avem un caz interesant. Mamă. Nicio treabă. Ok, va trebui să activăm și subtitrările. Primul lucru pe care trebuie să-l facem. Unde naiba e? Gameplay, subtitrări. Nu e aici. Controle, display. Asta e. Top. Așa, mă, frate. Nu-mi place.
It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring.
What?
Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street.
Ce mă pune să fac?
The Muller
O nouă
case goes
crimă?
before the grand jury next week and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on South Avenue.
Studio.
We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line.
Încă o crimă.
Right, Skipper.
Mamă. Murder victim. New location pawnbroker. Stai, au legătură astea?
I just wish he'd hurry up and propose already.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
What?
Exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Vreau să ajung la mașină. Tu știi cel mai bine.
You drive. I need to go to the case
Pawnbroker. Hai acolo prima dată. Deși nu știu care e faza aici. Habar nu am, fraților.
You got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators,
Paul, Hugo Muller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before,
He ran, for God's sake.
and he always maintained he was set up.
În regulă. Da, prima dată văd că sunt obligat să vin aici. Luăm și noi la rând. A încercat cineva să vândă inelul de la o victimă anterioară? Poate toate cazurile au legătură între ele. Bine, au sigur legătură între ele. N-am voie să intru aici. Bă, dar suntem polițai. Așa.
David Bremner.
David Bremer,
Get
cine e
something
ăsta?
for this pledge. Gave that bum money. Now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
50 bucks?
Try
50 de dolari? Mai mult?
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What? Cum naiba să-l vinzi așa ieftin? Ia, astea sunt de la degete lipsă, știi? Ia uite.
this mark here.
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield.
De la
Jewelry down on
Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Mersi. Altceva? Celălalt inel. Inel de logodnă sau căsătorie, nu știu.
Does this mark
22
mean
de
anything?
karate.
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
Corect. Așa. Altceva?
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Cine
Here's
e
the name
omul
of
care le-a
Percy
adus?
B. Shelley.
Hai să stau mai drept.
15 Poland Street.
Am făcut rost de o adresă.
Can you give us
Yep.
a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build, dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one
Are
of
prea
those
mulți
yellow
oameni.
faces.
We'll be in touch.
La magazinului, la amanetului, de fapt. Ok. Bă, sper să facem cazul. Cine știe cât de greu o fi.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where we headed?
Cum adică partenerul nu poate? Bă, bași scuze acum? Ești beat? Aia nu mai face pe nebunul. Dă-i acolo.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Herb is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Bă, ești nebun?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. The Dahlia letters are genuine. The man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed...
Vai de cap, meu, un criminal în serie. Deja are 5 victime. Mai mult.
Skipper ain't gonna like this one.
Nu-i spunem șefului.
Tripping up on his own vanity.
N-ar trebui să-i spunem. Altfel o să ne întoarcă curul în față. Așa, uite, am ajuns la scena crimei. Sunt pregătit, m-am născut pregătit. Îmi place că în cutscene arată că ăsta conduce.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
Așa, a, nu era.
Just don't like it.
A ajuns, bineînțeles. Olo! Câți oameni sunt aici? Damn, bro. Pare foarte cunoscut.
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure
The
his nephew
racist.
guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Așa îi zice.
Jameson found the body.
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner.
O fi el, hoțul. Hoțul și vardistul. Păi, hai să vorbim cu el prima dată.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly
Explică-ne
what
ce s-a
We
întâmplat.
were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The
Wow.
woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
Da, era puțin cam moartă, dar e ok.
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
7:30 dimineața? Nu cred că era el, că în cutscene apărea că e întuneric. Stai, ce? Aștepți acolo sau te grăbești? A plecat, nicio treabă. Mhm. Tu cine ești? Tu ești
Detective
suspectul?
Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
Arăți cam
Need you to
ciudat.
answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Ferdinand, dă-te în puii mei, nu-mi pasă cum te cheamă.
Body, Ferdinand.
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Aolo, ce-i făcea? Nu cred.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Oh my god.
Ferdinand.
Mai ești cu hoț? Bro, săruta cadavru. What the fuck? Te și rugezi. Ești tare.
Classic Carmine.
Jesus Christ, man. Hai de capul meu.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No.
Hai că e al lui dacă
I found it near a
e
purse.
prea sincer, prietene,
I
fugi.
should use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
E bolnav.
You found the body?
Yes, I did.
Așa,
I work here. I was coming off
lucrezi
shift.
acolo,
At
da.
home.
Bun. Clar minți. Minți grav. Să folosim intuiție? Nu, dacă te acuzi de minciună?
You're lying, Jameson. I think you lured this poor woman out here and killed her.
Nu,
You're crazy. What makes you say I killed her?
n-am nicio dovadă.
Sorry? My mistake. Why didn't you report the body,
Exact.
Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
Păi dai cu căreaua, nu cu pumnul.
You,
Poate îi vine minte la cap.
purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. Took a look.
Și ce ai găsit? Minți? Ai... Da, are fața aia tâmpă prea proastă
I found her lipstick in a
și nu se
mattress
mișca,
on the
deci mi-am dat seama că spune adevărul.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this
Te
plays out.
arestăm.
Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine.
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Sure, Rusty.
Doamne. El o ținea pe lui, știi? Ok. Astea sunt câteva dovezi incriminatoare, sper.
This is a chit for personal
Adresă.
items. It's an angle worth investigating.
Am putea să mergem acolo. Bar, bineînțeles. Era beată când am văzut-o în cutscene. Stai. Ăsta. Vreau să mă uit la ăsta. Well.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Mhm. Ce le mai place să meargă în baruri? Ok, în geantă ce găsim? O hârtie sau un bilet?
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
Mhm.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole.
De ce?
Keystone Studio lot closed back
Oh
in
shit.
41.
1941. S-a închis. Ia, în plicul ăsta ai o scrisoare.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Mhm. Ok, avem câteva dovezi. Și acum hai să ne uităm la corpul ei. Ca Reuters, ai ceva de zis? Oh my god, arată la fel ca celelalte victime. Mă uit în primul rând la deget. Da, ia la tinelul. Jesus
I've been
Christ.
swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Corect. La cap. Nu, hai la cealaltă mână după aia. Măcar asta e ok. Așa. Niște dovezi. Hai mă, pe bune, urăsc chestia asta. Sincer. Am zis cap, nu mână.
Smell? Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time. Very strong smell of alcohol.
Da, miroase
The autopsy
alcool.
will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated. Can you
Corect.
be more exact about the time of
A, era vagabond.
No later than 2 a.m.
Stătea pe
State of
străzi.
body then, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Time of death. Mai stăm aici?
I'm stumped. Ideas? I say we check
N-are
out the
niciunul.
place. By the smell, this broad spent a good
we
chunk
got
of
here?
time hopping bars.
White female, approximately 40 years of age.
40 de ani.
Smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death.
O mai fi vreun indiciu de găsit?
Any idea of the time of death? From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Ia. Aici. Aici mai puteam să mă uit. Dar nu e ceva wow.
She must have been struck while standing up.
Mhm. Nu știu cu ce te ajută asta, dar în fine. Bun. Nici mai suntem unde trebuie aici. Nu, te-ai mai uitat aici deja, bro. N-are sens. S-au ocupat criminaliștii deja. Și ziariștii, for fuck's sake. Dar ăla e un pachet de țigări. N-ai treabă. Hai să sunăm la telefon. Vreau o adresă. Ce convenabil.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective.
Următoarea locație este barul ăla.
Thanks.
Da, barul ăla e Levine Liquor Store. Hai. Hai la mașină în primul rând. Tot tu conduci pentru că eu sunt un leneș.
And where exactly are we going?
Aba nu.
Great. How are we gonna look getting around in this thing?
Bar sau depozit de băutură? Pana mea, sunt două locuri asemănătoare. Liquor
Reasons those
store.
goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
People are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if
Un
they're
rege.
starving?
Ok. Well, știe Cole, e deștept. Mânca la tata. Știe cum funcționează lucrurile. Levine Liquor Store. Dar ce e ăsta? Magazin? Ce... Nu, e un magazin de băutură. Ok. Indicii ceva?
What can I do for you?
Ola, arăți suspicios sau sal?
We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn?
She's dead.
She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins.
Robin
Yes,
să-l
I know
cheamă.
Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband.
Mm.
She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Hai. Arată niște indicii, bro. Ajută-ne cu cazul. Vrem să facem dreptate. Așa. Bun. Oh, și mai în spate.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. Well, you let us take some for the road, this case might get thrown a lot quicker.
Propunere indecentă. Așa, aici e, da? A, lol, o lăsat să doarmă aici. Jesus Christ. Ok. Who this? E doar o poză obișnuită. Înrămată.
You
Aici?
wasn't always such a loner.
Abia văd ceva.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle.
Aristotel.
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
True. Beutura asta. Păi și cu ce ne ajută, frate, dacă am găsit o carte?
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
Hmm. True. Popice? Ha? E un indiciu, aparent. Hai, mă, frate.
Rawlings
Gata.
bowling alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place, corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Mai vreau indicii. Nu sunt satisfăcut de ce am găsit. What? Ah, e ceva în carte.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mhm. Deci asta era. Ăsta era indiciu. Ok, bro. Vrem să vorbim și cu tine acum, logic. Unde fugiși? Fugi, mă? S-a întors la magazin. Ce chestie. Contact with the victim.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit to pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Straight face, adevărat.
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy.
What?
She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Un cadou, dar pentru cine? Relationship with the victim.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Cât de
Many
apropiați?
people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
Pare supărat, pare că spune adevărul.
I got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
Logic.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. To be honest,
De ce poveste
I have no
tristă.
reason to want to get back on it.
Knowledge of McCaffrey.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Are aceeași față, dar o să-l acuz de minciună.
Sure you don't know McCaffrey? The book was in your room.
I would have thought it was pretty obvious the book was among Evelyn's things.
Corect?
You think you have some way to link me to McCaffrey?
Chiar nu. Nu am dovadă. Mamă, câte indicii am.
Like I made a
Nu pot să
mistake.
folosesc niciunul. Fuck. Ei, uite, și-a schimbat fața puțin.
We were struggling
Hey.
for Robbins. Did she
Super.
know McCaffrey?
She idolized him.
McCaffrey, who the fuck is that?
What I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seemed
Era-
to peddle a
era
revolutionary
simpet.
stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to
Dude,
delegates like
fără indicii. Da, m-a ajutat pentru că a zis că
that. No problem.
ce căuta cartea la tine dacă nu știai nimic de ea.
Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Bă, nu spune că ăsta e vinovatul.
Get the guy, huh?
Te rog.
Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Pare foarte nice guy, știi? Ar putea să mă păcălească, dar... nu știu ce să zic. Chiar ar fi o surpriză enormă. Lol. Stai că am ieșit pe unde nu trebuie. Am ieșit departe. Facem un ocol noi, bai. Hai la barul ăla tâmpit. Asta e a noastră? Asta nu e mașina noastră.
You're behind the wheel.
What the fuck?
Where are we headed?
Lol, chiar le-am luat mașina, le-am furat mașina. Nu mi-am dat seama. Ups.
You gotta be kidding. We're driving this?
Aparent, da, conduce asta. Hai, sclavul meu, hai. Sclavete. Mensch bar. Ok. Cu ce ne poți ajuta, domnule?
Drink, fellas.
Nu.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch.
Walter Mensch,
Evelyn Summers.
proprietarul
What
barului.
is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she
Cum
was
primește băutură dacă nu
I
are
don't
bani?
know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Clasic.
What's
Tu?
your name?
Cum te cheamă?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Hei,
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
McCaffrey.
Starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Totuși nu pare genul că ar face asta.
I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Criminal history.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Un
Nothing
scriitor.
serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Minciuni.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular
Communist.
fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Comrade. Relația cu
You say
victima?
you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, That is correct.
Greșit.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces.
Știu cum poți să te acuzi.
I barely knew them.
De ce scrie numele tău pe carte? Book.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like
Ce
yourself
naiba?
lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't
What?
take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it.
Ce om ciudat.
I saw
Dar
her
oricum,
going to a hotel
nu cred.
with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the
Cine
information,
pui mei e
Mr. McCaffrey.
Tiernan ăsta? Da, în fine. N-am ce să mai întreb altceva. În schimb, o să fur altă mașină.
You can drive. And where exactly
Mă
are you
rog,
going?
o să fur propria mașină, că asta aveam la început. Așa. Asta chiar nu înțeleg. Opa. Ce se întâmplă? Mă sună ăștia prin stație.
11 King.
Când mă duc și undeva important, la Central Station.
Keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Oare de ce? Care-i faza? Care-i problema, bradere? Ce se întâmplă? Central Police Station. Ar face bine să aibă un motiv în timea să mă cheme. Ia.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
E de rău?
There's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. There's an oxymoron for you.
Ok, asta a fost unnecessary as fuck. N-are sens. Dar ce mai are sens în jocul ăsta? Ia.
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases.
Ma.
I don't want aired outside of this room.
S-au prins și ei.
Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Cole are dreptate.
Hotel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress.
Wow.
Scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said "cunt BD."
That's one way.
E clară treaba.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Jesus Christ.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case. But it's
Era
up to you to
prieten cu
decide how to
Jameson ăla
proceed.
dubiosul.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
Ciudată treabă. Oh well. Hai sus.
Got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Cash me outside.
They've been talking about on the radio. One another common basis.
Use telefon. Aveți măcar telefon aici? Nu cred că ai telefon. Telefon pe perete. Da. Dă-mi adresa.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Dă-mi o adresă.
Address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street.
Pare destul de lejer.
Thanks, man.
Să fie McCaffrey killerul, dar nu pare genul. Pare genul mai puțifer, așa. Tipul ăla de la magazin, clar, nu? Barmanul nu are nicio treabă. Dar nu am fost la Rolling Bowling Alley. Ia să căutăm așa câteva chestii. Nici nu știu. Le luăm la rând. Cum ar fi să fie killerul acolo, da. Slave șanse.
Would it bother you to put the wrong person away? Depends.
Da.
On what? On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Da, sper să fie un motiv bun și aici, dar îmi place să iau locațiile la rând. Nu știu ce mare indiciu putem să găsim aici. Pe eventual să găsim killerul. Ar fi o chestie. Bowling. N-am înțeles niciodată jocul ăsta. Ce trebuie să lovești niște bile. Yay. Ce așa fun. Bine, la noi oricum nu prea prinde treaba asta. Asta e un client preferat de-a lor. Trebuie să vorbești mai tare, că poate n-aude tante. Jimmy's friend. Ha? Cine e Jimmy? Tiernan. Opa.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay.
Let's go get him.
Go get him. Person of interest. Păi și... Left side of the alleys. Tu ești? Fuck. Care dintre voi e, mă, James Tiernan? Ăsta e? Naiba știe.
So what next? Well, the kid is in back somewhere.
În spate. Kid.
2 club sandwiches. Thank you, waitress.
Toate ușile sunt blocate. Tu nu pari copil. Tu ești, mă? What the actually fuck? Tu. Hai că el e, dacă e. Da, unde naiba e? Ia stai un pic. Aici, poate. Aici trebuie să fie. Tiernan. Tiernan, de ce fugi? Nu mai fugi. Fuga arată că ești vinovat. Și nimeni nu scapă de brațul lung al legii. Frumoasă mașină, though. Damn. Îmi place. Singura dată când conduc e în urmăriri. Așa e, dă-l jos pe astea. Mișto, ai reușit, bravo. Ce ușor a fost. Îmi place că n-am... Bă, nici măcar o zgârietură n-are mașina noastră. S-a trezit și Rusty. Vezi, Rusty, dacă nu bei, ce țintă bună ai? În regulă, Tiernan. Tu ai făcut-o? Naiba, nu știu nimic despre el, n-am nicio dovadă. Mergem la secție, I guess.
I need to go over the case notes. And where exactly are we going?
Nu știu unde mergem. Mi pare că mă duc la Central Station. Oh my god, putem să conducem mașina asta până la final? Damn. Așa, da, frate. Păstrează-o că e bună. Chiar păstrează-o. Ok, cazul ăsta e prea ciudat. Nu e nici greu, dar nu înțeleg ce nebune să facem. Probabil îl interogăm pe ăsta. Sau pe Jameson ăla. Alt creepy. Să ghicesc. Camera asta. What? Atunci 1. For fuck's sake. Asta e. Nu, asta e. What the fuck? Bine. Atunci, nu știu. N-am idee ce să fac. Interviu room 2. Hai să plecăm, mergem la apartamentul ăla lui McCaffrey.
You're behind the wheel. Fine. Where are we headed?
Aici. Jesus fucking Christ. Cine e vinovatul în cazul ăsta? Adică niciunul dintre suspecții noștri de până acum nu are ce motiv să o fi făcut și nu avem nici indicii să-i acuzăm, nu avem absolut nimic decât instinctul nostru. Hai să vedem. Aici pe perete nu avem și noi level 1. People. Adresa lui? Clues. Location. Da, nu știu. Ce, iau toate ușile la rând? Ia. N-are acolo nimic? Ah, uite-mă aici.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
6, apartamentul 6. Rastifial naibii de gras. Apartamentul 6. Well, nu prea știu care e apartamentul 6. Trei, 4. Nu, hai sus. Cinci, 6. Una din astea două. Nu e asta? What? Hai, mă. A, nu. Uite-l. Aici e casa, dar nu răspunde nimeni. Hai să rupem ușa. Opa, ce e asta? Oh, shit. Ce convenabil.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
Poliția suntem.
Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor.
Da, e în probleme mari.
We need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Pe acoperiș.
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a
Stai un pic, stai un pic.
Surely we can write him up for that.
Și asta?
Citation at least.
A, dar nu era indiciu. Cealaltă scrisoare. Adică cealaltă jumătate de scrisoare.
the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Clar. Și cartea asta?
Optimistic, Cole.
Zici. Nu trebuie să ne grăbim. Totuși, foarte convenabil cum am găsit fix dovada asta. Mă rog, hai pe acoperiș. Să prindem făptașul. Ba da. Chiar el. Mărețul polițist Phelps. Porumbele, tu ești, mă? Altul. Sit down, be humble. Amândoi fug, doi suspecți. What the fuck? Altul care se crede Usain Bolt. Rusty a rămas în spate. Tackle. Ne apropiem. Înseamnă că de-aia a zis. Mai obosește și el. Hai. Top, tati. Frumoasă tactică. Deși trebuie să fie criminalul foarte obosit ca să faci de unul singur încătușarea. Da, clar, Jameson e doar un creep.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the dog?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue? Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we?
Ok.
Then we can sit down and put all the puzzles.
Acum suntem la partea de interogatoriu. Well, cele mai mari șanse sunt ca McCaffrey să fie criminalul, dar putem să vorbim și cu Tiernan. Nu trebuie să-l acuzăm neapărat. Da, 100%.
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming.
Oh, capitane.
Tiernan is one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want the confession from one of them.
Da. Clar, lejer.
Don't fail me, young Phelps.
Fără presiune, nu? Room interview. Aici. Prima dată Tiernan. Let's go.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
De ce ai fugit?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night.
Ești
I knew you would think
speriat.
it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Minciună.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were
Pentru că ai fost văzut cu ea. Victim last scene aici. Bum.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel.
Te-ai dat în
with
gât,
Evelyn.
prietenașul tău.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink.
Așa și?
I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this.
N-ai alibi, n-ai nimeni să îți confirme prezența. Da, mai bine nu fugeai.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
A furat cartea.
She wanted something of his.
Păi și spui adevărul? Remove answer. Nu minte. Adevărat? Hai să-i dau bait. No. Straight face. What?
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
He's full of the common
Jesus
man
Christ.
routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
God damn it. Ok, alibi.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Am apăsat din greșeală. For fuck's sake.
I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Damn, bro. Am apăsat din greșeală.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Ești cel mai bun mincinos.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Minți, dar nu știu sigur ce e.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted
N-am
the
suficient de
evidence
chestii
at
să
McCaffrey's department
îl
across
acuz.
the pond.
Nici măcar nu am nimerit
We went to his
întrebările.
apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery.
Interesant asta.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it.
Totuși,
Big black
n-am cum să-l
disc with
acuz.
a white E in the middle.
Nu e el killerul.
Typewriter key, present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us.
Jesus Christ.
Not in the clear.
Ah. You're not in the clear, huh? Hai cu asta.
The thing was, he was a really nice guy. I felt lousy collaring him. You ready to answer some questions?
Sunt curios ce față va avea
People who run from the police usually
când îmi va răspunde la întrebări.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Ai vreun alibi?
Evelyn died
Nu ai.
sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Greșit. Mincinosule.
Lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard. And what do you have that proves I was there?
Pentru că jumătate de scrisoare este la tine. Nu, asta n-are treabă. Unde naiba e, mă? Torn letter.
How about half of Augusta
Bam.
Summer's last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you
Vreți
were
să
done
vă spun
reading
ceva?
it,
Posibil nici
searched
ăsta
for and
să
found your mother's letter.
să fie killerul, dar capitanul vrea să acuzăm pe
I know
cineva.
nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother. So what was it doing
Stupid
with the
dacă mă
writing
întreb pe mine. Niciunul dintre ei n-a
I
făcut-o.
don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
Da. Adică nu am mințit cu nimic ăsta până acum.
We found the
Pur și simplu au fost niște probe plasate acolo în casa lui. Dar nu are niciun motiv să o fi făcut.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn's
Exact.
sons, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence?
Și în văzul lumii, clar. Hai totuși, dacă tot le am. Lie.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn.
Well, pot să zic ce a zis Tiernan, că te-a acuzat pe tine.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life.
Jesus Christ.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn.
What?
He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect
What?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
No way.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Mamă. Dude, nu înțeleg. Se acuză unii pe alții. Ok, ce naiba? Telefon? Care-i faza?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Nice guy. I felt lousy tolerating him. Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, detective.
Așa și?
McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the army during training at Syracuse.
Opa!
Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks for your help.
Aflăm ceva nou despre cariera lui. Ok, Tiernan. Înapoi la tine. Mamă, frate, că mă plimbă.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go. It's all been cleared up.
Asta e interesant.
We have one more question we need to ask.
Încă o întrebare.
Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning,
Minciuni.
very hungover.
Ăla te acuză pe tine. Tu l-acuzi pe
Thought
el?
Evelyn would come back.
Eu nu mai înțeleg nimic.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
Huh? McCaffrey accusation.
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
Spune dracu adevărul. Că mă enervați amândoi și vă acuz pe amândoi.
Woke me up the next morning.
Așa? Dar tu ești sclavul lui sau ce?
And the letter in the box. And he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn.
N-ai făcut totul.
And then it was all over the radio.
Da. Mama, naibii, ce slinos a fost la faza asta.
I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it.
Șarpe. Șarpe e rău, dar nu ai făcut totul. N-ai făcut totul. N-ai cum. Leave. N-ai făcut totul, boss. Stai liniștit. Mă întorc, dacă e. Ce fățăială, frate. Tu ai făcut-o.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man.
Exact. Te-a transformat într-un killer.
All I wanted was
Hai că știu ce trebuie să fac.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Ba da. Te-ai încurcat.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets in a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Apare acolo. McCaffrey's criminal record. Și acum poți să te acuzi.
All about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Gata. Sayonara.
Grosvenor McCaffrey,
Ești arestat. Ți-ai arătat adevărata față.
Sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Damn, ce caz. Capitane, ești mulțumit?
Congratulations, boys. You bagged a
Top.
fine catch.
E mulțumit,
Another
capitanul.
red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
Toată lumea e fericită. Dar mai avem un caz. Mai avem un caz, boșilor. Clar. Well... Da. Cam asta ar fi cu episodul de astăzi, fraților. Am găsit 17 indicii pe toate corecte. Și doar 2 greșite. Da, e ok. Bun, lume, cam asta a fost cu episodul de astăzi. Sper că v-a plăcut. Nu uitați like, comment și subscribe și ne auzim data viitoare. Până atunci, ce bune. Pa, pa!